If a random person murders someone in my family, I have assurances that person is going to be arrested and tried for their crimes. When it comes to really bad police departments, the cop almost always walks.
Antonio Buehler is fighting for police accountability, and he's far from alone in his mission. Across America, critics of the police are monitoring law enforcement, increasingly turning to a controversial tactic known as cop watching.
Cop watching is a direct action tactic. It was started with the Black Panther Party, going out, filming police officers in acts of basically self-defense.
1, 2, 3.
Cop watching involves observing and filming the police and sometimes confronting officers if the watcher believes they're overstepping their authority.
I've had 10 different charges filed against me in the courts. It's extremely expensive. Every night in jail is misery.
Buehler set up the Peaceful Streets Project to educate people about their rights and the right way to cop watch. None of the Peaceful Streets cop watchers carry guns.
We don't want to give the cops a really convenient excuse to kill one of us. We don't want them to say, well, he was armed, so...
But elsewhere in Texas, it's a completely different ballgame. There's a group of activists who cop watch while openly carrying firearms.
It's an AK-47 variant. I got a 40-round magazine.
This is my everything. It's a Mossberg Maverick. It is a shotgun.
Yeah, Remington replica 1858.
Today, they're marching to Arlington Police Headquarters to protest the arrest of a fellow cop watcher.
It's not a firearm. It's a pre-1899 black powder pistol.
On our open carry walks, we were seeing the overreach of the police brutality firsthand on our open carriers and other people as well. So we transformed into a cop watch group.
Corey Watkins leads these several dozen activists from the groups North Texas Cop Block and Open Carry Tarrant County.
We're out here peacefully just demonstrating our rights to the Constitution, and we hope that they uphold that.
Is your feeling that they are anti-police?
I think they need a better understanding.
I pay them to do their job, so why can't I show up to where they're at with a gun as well? I'm their boss.
As police officers, we can't become desensitized to a person or a group of persons that are walking around with a firearm.
Lieutenant Cook says that cop watching has been happening here for at least a year.
People show up on a traffic stop and they have either a long gun, a rifle, an AK-47, or an AR-15, or a pistol.
They're all legal to open carry, though.
In majority of the circumstances, the openly carrying or displaying of a weapon can be lawful. Not in every instance, but in most instances.
So the instance of, let's say, a gentleman that we saw today carrying it on and standing by traffic and shouting over a megaphone about his rights, is that legal?
It's not just one thing. It's not just showing up on a traffic stop with a rifle. It's coupled with the fact that they're in close proximity, that they're distracting the officer, yelling at the officer to the point that they have to divert and focus their attention on this individual who's armed.
Is that happening more now?
We have seen in recent months where that has been happening with more frequency.
We stand plenty enough room for the officer to do their duty and pay attention to their work, and we're peaceful when we do it.
The dynamics didn't seem that simple, as we saw when the police tried to detain a member of Watkins' group who was standing at a busy intersection with a megaphone and his rifle.
And I guess in America that's very dangerous, because you see 4 police officers out here harassing him and he's done nothing wrong.
He's violated city ordinance. The officer's dealing with that right now.
But isn't it legal to open carry a long arm? Is that an alarming manner?
To somebody it was, because we got a phone call.
There are more police arriving. There's about 4 police cars and everyone looks like they're recording each other on their phones. Suddenly the police behind me decided to let the cop watcher go, sparking celebratory jeers from the protesters.
Go home, cops! Goodbye! Quit detaining people and go home! Goodbye, everybody! Arrivederci!
Can you tell me what happened?
I was simply exercising my First and Second Amendment right on that corner right there.
You're so rude.
All these laws, they strip away your rights.
Last week, the group exercised their rights in Austin, supporting a bill promised by the new governor that would legalize smaller firearms and potentially add more guns into confrontations with police. Ines Novacic, CBS News.